Hey everyone, Mel here. I'm really excited about today's video. I'm going to show you the pulled chicken recipe that made me want to make YouTube videos. I had to share it with the world. And I'm also going to be sharing one of my family favorite recipes, which is a super easy cucumber salad. So come on and join me. The first thing that we're going to make is a cabbage relish to go on top of our sweet and smoky pulled chicken barbecues. So we're going to be using regular cabbage as well as red cabbage or purple cabbage there. We're also going to be using one yellow pepper here, and I'm going to be using some ground mustard and turmeric. And we're going to be using vinegar for that as well as some sugar and water. And then for our cucumber salad, we're going to, of course, need cucumbers and some green onions, the white sugar, and the vinegar that's back here. And then for our chicken, we are going to use boneless, skinless thighs here. And we're going to use some brown sugar. We are going to use some chicken stock or broth, whatever you have on hand, and some ketchup. We're going to be seasoning it with sweet and smoky rub from McCormick. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of some hickory smoked sea salt just to give it a little bit more of that smoky flavor. And then, of course, we also have our buns here in the background. So those are all of our ingredients for today. So I've just washed and I've put some of my cabbage inside of the pull and chop, and then I'm just going to put the lid on and give it a couple of pulls. Until it's the consistency that I want it as far as the size. That looks pretty good to me, so I'll just go ahead and add that to our bowl. So I've got all of our cabbage and our pepper chopped up. I use 1/4 of both of the heads of cabbage and then 1/2 of the yellow pepper. And I just can't get over how beautiful this is. It just looks so pretty, and I just love that purple color. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and set this aside and get the rest of the cabbage relish ready. To a saucepan on the stove, I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of vinegar. Just plain white vinegar is fine. 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard and 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. Just gonna stir that together, and then I'm just going to bring it to a boil for 1 minute. My mixture is coming to a boil here, so I'm just going to let it boil for 1 minute and then take it off the heat. I'm just going to take my mixture from the stove and pour it on top of all of the cabbage and peppers here. I'm just going to stir that in, make sure it all gets nice and incorporated here. And then I'm just going to cover that and put it in the fridge to let it chill and set aside. So what's nice about this is you can definitely make this ahead of time, and I mean you can even can this so you could have it all ready to go, but I just wanted to show you guys how to make it. I went ahead and I cut up all of my cucumbers and some green onion, and I just want to show you that I like to do the cucumbers a combination of a couple of ways, and I like to have about 1/2 of a cucumber really thinly sliced, so you can use a mandolin or any sort of grater that you have for that. But then I like to also do some of the cucumbers a little bit thicker. Just love that variation in the texture. And then I know I said I would probably be adding the white part of the onion, but I changed my mind and I did the green. The reason I was going to do the white is because my family recipe for this does call for regular white or yellow onion as well, but I don't like raw onion, so that's why I omitted it, and I do like raw green onion, go figure. So all we're going to do is, this is 1 cucumber, and I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar, and I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of vinegar. So this is a well-known recipe to a lot of people, but a lot of times when they make this salad, they make it with a couple tablespoons of sugar. And I don't know why, but for some reason we experimented in our family to do equal parts vinegar, sugar, and water, and we just love it. We have it every single summer. It kind of signifies our summer picnics and things like that. So all you want to do is give that a really good stir, and then we're going to cover that and put it in the refrigerator. This is one of those dishes that is better you know, the earlier you make it, and if you let it sit for a day or two. That way it's almost like these cucumbers are like pickles, but not quite. So I'll just keep stirring, cover that, and set it aside in the fridge. Alright guys, on to the main event here. I am going to be using my Elite Bistro electric pressure cooker to do pulled chicken today. It is the absolute easiest and fastest way I think you can do pulled chicken. Not a problem if you don't have a pressure cooker. You can definitely do this in the crock pot, and you can also do it on the stove top. But I'm just going to show you how fast and easy it is in the pressure cooker. I went ahead and I put my 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs into my pressure cooker. And then what I'm going to do is add 5 tablespoons of that McCormick Smoky, let's see, what's it called here? Sweet and Smoky rub. So this is also equivalent to one of their seasoning packets for pulled chicken. And I also added 1/8 teaspoon of the hickory smoked sea salt because it's pretty strong. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that all over my chicken. Alright, and then I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup here of my chicken stock for my liquid for the pressure cooker. And then I'm also going to add 1 cup of ketchup and another 1/2 here. Just gonna kind of give that all a stir. It's nice because in the pressure cooker everything just kind of goes all together, so really don't have to worry too much about stirring because the high heat, all those flavors really blend together very quickly. Just gonna put my lid on here and seal it, and my pressure valve is sealed, and all I'm going to do is hit the meat and chicken button, and it's going to set it for 12 minutes. That's just going to take a couple minutes to get up to pressure. Once it's up to pressure, it'll start counting down the 12 minutes. I'm not kidding you guys, that's it. So we'll just let it do its thing, and we'll be back when it's all done. Alright guys, it is done. I cannot wish more that you could smell inside this kitchen. It smells so good. It just smells like sweet and smoky, all the flavors. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick release here, and then I'm gonna show you what's on the inside. Alright, I'm just gonna get in here with 2 forks and just kind of start shredding up that meat. It looks so juicy and tender. I can't wait until it's all shredded up. Alright guys, so I've got my beautiful plate of shredded chicken here, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it right back into the pot here. without splashing it everywhere, hopefully. And then I like my sauce for my pulled chicken to be a little bit thicker than what we have here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to press the saute function, and it's going to heat up and thicken that sauce a little bit, and we're going to get more flavor into the shredded chicken. So I'll bring you back when the sauce is thick, and then we are going to put everything together. I can't wait. So I sauteed it for about 5 minutes, and you can just see that it's a little bit thicker, and the longer I let it sit, it will also get thicker, but I just can't wait to try this, so I'm gonna put it together and show you guys the final product. Here is our finished product, and I put some of our cabbage relish on top, and then here is our cucumber salad. So what I like to do is use a slotted spoon, so I just get a little bit of the juice, and then we have the beautiful cucumbers, and I can't wait to try this. Alright guys, so don't judge me. I have to use a fork for this. There's no graceful way to eat this on camera. Okay, so I'm just gonna dig into our pulled chicken sandwich here with the cabbage relish. You guys have to try that. It's sweet from the relish and also from the brown sugar and the McCormick's rub, but there's also that hint of nice barbecue flavor and savory. It's such a good combination. You guys have to try that. As always, one of my favorites. So this cucumber salad is tangy because of the 1-to-1 ratio from the sugar and the vinegar. So it starts out sweet, and then it hits you with a little bit of tang at the end, and it's so refreshing after that barbecue flavor. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Go ahead and comment, hit like, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.